Okay, we are here for another in the car edition of the New York Times Crossword Solve. This time we're doing the monthly bonus puzzle for July. I'm having to position myself a little bit on a diagonal in order to get some decent lighting in here, and we may get some background noise. I hope it's not too terrible. So today's or this month's puzzle for July 2025 is by Doug Peterson. And the title we have here is Holding Out for a Hero. I'm not quite sure what we're going to find here in the puzzle, but let's dive right in and see what we get. Frequently. I would have gone for often or a lot. Maybe it's a lot. I mean, I don't love that kind of thing, but that's fine. Action, comics, or amazing fantasy, for example. A genre, maybe? Member of the Outsiders with light-based powers. I don't know what the Outsiders are, so that's not going to help. Blank Williams, alter ego for Ironheart. So it looks like we're doing a superhero kind of thing here, which is going to give me some trouble because I am only sort of mildly familiar with some superhero kind of franchises, but we'll see. I'm not sure about this one either. Ultron, for one. I feel like this is a Transformer, but I couldn't tell you. Let's go down. Creative pursuits could be arts. Creditor's claim. Creditor's claim. A loss, maybe? That looks a little weird. What about a loan? I don't know why it would be a claim, but it seems like it might fit. Cookie with a Batman variety that sadly wasn't sold in the United States. Is this an Oreo? I only suspect that this is true because Oreo shows up in the puzzle a lot. Let's see. Smooches in Sussex. So in Sussex in the United Kingdom, slang for smooches is like kisses. In terms of the active present tense verb is snogs. I don't think you can use snogs as a noun as you can smooches, but maybe you can. If you know, let me know. This looks like it might be Rory Williams. Does that seem like it might be a thing? How Peter Parker feels when his spider sense is triggered. Tingly? Is that right? This would be Rory with an I? Something might not be right here, but I'm not sure what it is. 18 down. Airport group that would probably confiscate batarangs. Again, that seems like probably a superhero weapon of some kind. But anyway, this is going to be probably the TSA. Something does look wrong here. I'm still not sure. Group of young heroes that includes Cyborg, Beast Boy, and Raven. Don't know. Arm muscle in brief. Then maybe this is not genre. This might be a tri, as in a tricep. A tiny bit could be an iota. Alpine transport. Alpine transport. Skis? Something's definitely not right here. That's not right. Because this R in texts is going to be just the word R. Heroes who prefer to work solo, like Moon Knight and the Punisher. I mean, is this just going to be something like loners? Powerful object worn on Green Lantern's finger. I'm going to guess a ring, so maybe it is loners. Beings from Krypton, for example, for short. I don't know. I mean, that Krypton is presumably from the Superman world of things, but I don't know. Action comics or amazing fantasy. This could be a title of a comic strip or something. Alpine transport. Still don't know what this is. Ultron, for one, could be a robot, I guess. Robots in disguise. Oh, a T-bar. Okay, like a ski lift. Okay. This looks like it might be... Okay, so maybe this is Riri Williams and a Leon, a creditor's claim. That makes a little bit more sense. Beings for Krypton, okay. Extraterrestrials, ETs, and then these are Teen Titans. Sure, why not? Blank Dog, a DC Comics vigilante. I don't know. Extremely dry, could be arid like a desert. Winged hero played by Isabella Merced in Superman 2025. This is something girl. Lincoln Center highlight. An aria, maybe. Lincoln Center puts on operas from time to time. Pond flower, a lily, water lily. Roulette calculation could be the odds. You're calculating the odds. It says wild dog. That looks like it might be right. This looks like it might be Halo, and then this looks like it might be Hawk Girl. Gives approval for could be OKs. Stampede. I don't know. Give blank rest. Give it a rest, you could say. What is this? House cat seat at times. Could be someone's lap. A job for Black Widow at the KGB. Presumably a spy. Sports organization with a tour. The PGA, the Professional Golf Association, for men anyway. Flaming skulled motorcyclist who is possessed by the spirit of vengeance. Ghost Rider seems like it will be the correct answer. A stampede could be an onrush, maybe. To extinguish could be to douse. Member of Alpha Flight, who's the twin sister of North Star. This could be Aurora. I don't know these, but I'm just guessing. Muppet with a Super Grover poster on his wall. Is that Ernie? Bert and Ernie? Cleaning cloths could be rags. Hurled could be slung. And what Johnny Storm might call Sue Storm, sis, presumably. I see what you did there. Doorway curve could be an arch. Franchise featuring DNA Labs. Not sure. Seven Rings singer Grande to fans. Ariana Grande. Realm of Aquaman and Namor. The Sea, is it just that? Many minutes could be hours, abbreviation for abbreviation. NBA great Shaquille, who had a Superman logo tattooed on his arm. I did not know that. Shaquille O'Neal. Work hard for, you earn. Ocho minus uno, 8 minus 1 is 7. I don't know specifically. Is it siete, like that, I think, maybe? Chris, who starred in the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy. Chris Pratt, I think I remember seeing him in that. Title for The Shining Knight or the Black Knight could be Sir. I think that's a facetious clue. Knights, once you've knighted, you earn the title of Sir. I don't know that either of them necessarily would have earned that title according to the British Empire or whatever. Flips through. Leafs through, you could say. Word that can follow body or poetry. Body slam or poetry slam. Spots for some old comic book collections, perhaps. Attics, yeah, makes sense. A chaperone could be an escort. Place to get a salt scrub could be a spa. City that's home to the Daily Planet, again from Superman, is Metropolis. Hero introduced in the cartoon Spider-Man and his amazing friends who can generate heat and flames, presumably fire something. Some are named for queens, eras, such as the Elizabethan or Victorian era. Blank Cobblepot, the penguin. I don't remember the penguin's name. Is it Oswald? That seems like it might be. Blank Machine, role for Don Cheadle in the Marvel Comics universe. War Machine, I'm guessing. In the thick of, you could say a mid. Review as in Uber driver, you might rate your Uber driver. Threw into the mix, you added. Mauna Kea is the name of a volcano in Hawaii. The best of the best are an elite. Was in charge of, you led. High schooler from New Jersey who fights crime as Miss Marvel, that's Kamala Khan. Organization for a Surgeon, the American Medical Association, is that right? MX5 automaker, not sure. McKellen, who portrayed Magneto, that was Sir Ian McKellen, speaking of sirs. Moved sinuously, you snaked. Qatar's capital is Doha, and I only know that because there's a tennis tournament there's held there every year. Eternals director Chloe, I believe it's Zhao. Blank Company, Sergeant Rock's military unit, don't know. Superfast son in The Incredibles, is his name Dash? In which case this MX-5 could be a Mazda. And this could be Anya Taylor-Joy, who played Magic in the New Mutants, and then the Easy Company, I guess, Sergeant Rock's military unit, why not? Blue Furred member of the X-Men, Blue Furred, doesn't ring a bell. Spill the tea, say. Gossip or gab or, I don't know. Dish? Oh, it could be dish. Trailing the pack? Maybe it's not dish. Rival of Nike and Puma shoemakers? Nah, this doesn't look like dish. Winter hibernator? Okay. Maybe it's blab. Winter hibernator could be a bear. This could be Beast. Blue-furred member of the X-Men. Beast, maybe? Architectural overhang could be an eave, as in the eave of your house. Trailing the pack could be last out of a race. Where Shang-Chi and Katana were born, presumably Asia. And rival of Nike and Puma, I guess it's going to be Avia, because this looks like it's going to be Fire Star. Let's see. Okay. Alright, so a lot of clues that I had to get by inference, or by using crosses, or just by logic. And I'm assuming that at least some of the people who are watching this will have known some of these much more readily than I did. I'm not going to go over, I don't think, all of the clues that had superhero references, because there were quite a lot of them. Maybe I'll just go over the ones I knew. I did know that Ultron was a Transformer and therefore a robot. What else? I did remember seeing this in promotions for the Superman film, seeing Isabel Merced. Maybe I didn't actually know this, though. I don't think I would have gotten that without some help. Ghost Rider, that makes sense. I remember seeing that. Black Widow, yeah, I think I probably would have. And the KGB helps there. What else did I know? I mean, Johnny Storm and Sue Storm, that's not barely superhero related, I would say there. Could have been any brother and sister pair. Metropolis, I would have known, home to the Daily Planet and the Superman franchise. Ian McKellen playing Magneto, I would know. Beast, that is sort of vaguely familiar from the times when I paid attention to such things. Asia, as where Shang-Chi and Katana were born. I remember that Simu Liu played Shang-Chi in the movie, so that might have been easy enough to get, or was easy enough to get. And Kamala Khan, I did see the first few episodes of Miss Marvel. I should probably get back to that. Oh, and Chloe Zhao for the Eternals. I know her as a director as well. So there were some. Anya Taylor-Joy. There were some that I could have gotten. Oh, and Chris Pratt for Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay, so not too bad. But definitely some that I needed help with. And some fun facts, too. I didn't remember or know that Shaq had a Superman logo on his arm. That's pretty fun. Maybe that's it. But a pretty solid fill around the superhero-related clues and an interesting rotationally symmetric grid here. Anyway, so that's our July 2025 monthly bonus puzzle by Doug Peterson. Quite a solid puzzle, but again, as I say, not really my wheelhouse for this kind of stuff, but didn't take me too long anyway. Anyway, I hope the audio is okay, and let me know if I messed up anything that I didn't acknowledge, and we'll see what August has in store for as far as monthly bonus. But that's it for today, and give it a like if you like this video. Hit subscribe to see when I post my next one, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.